for what's currently happening. Mm-hmm.
I think so. As I'm hearing all this, it was very easy for me to plug this in to kind of how I apply it as like a leader in my family. So like the personal life aspect. And then I even was imagining how this would fit into, because in the past I was a commissioner for city government, and there was a lot of things I wanted to do. So I was very much kind of in that mindset of how do I create either a team of like a committee, like a subcommittee, or, you know, so like all these things were very relevant to that role that I had, which I would like to get back to in the future. But for now, I'm just working full time. So like as a professional, like with UC Davis, who, as I mentioned, my goal was to like kind of promote up from the level I have now, which is pretty entry level, to have like a executive or, you know, obviously manager position first. But like, how do you, I guess, transition and like demonstrate that you basically are in this like capacity to like think and strategize, when it's not like I could tell my manager or supervisor, oh, I'm going to hire a team to do XYZ, you know? So it's like, if you're not really given that opportunity in your current role, like how do you demonstrate that you are on that path to get those promotions and those opportunities?
Great question, Amy. So what I'm going to share with you after this is a new coaching program called the Expansion. But what the current coaching that I have been doing is called the Level Up. So there's a couple of things. My recommendation is you lean in your commission experience. So I don't know what your resume looks like. I don't know what your LinkedIn profile looks like. I don't know, but I work with a lot of elected officials, and we know our commissioner, such as yourself, and a lot of those roles are volunteer roles or very, very small stipends. And there's this mental block for many of us that because it's a volunteer role, it's not considered a work experience. And so we don't put it on our resume. We don't put it on our LinkedIn. We don't talk about it because it's volunteer. It's what I do on my, when I'm not working in my 9 to 5. But what I recommend, and what I've done for past clients, is we lift that up. We lift it up and you were a commissioner or you were a city council member, whatever that is, we raise that up and we demonstrate the leadership that you had there. So if that's the first thing, is if it's not on your resume or your LinkedIn, I advise you to do that and really tackle. And you talk about you're representing a city of how many people. That shows your impact. What other subcommittees did you sit on? What were the results? Those are impacts. So that shows influence and leadership. So that's how you would start talking about it and start letting your thing. Now, you use that whether you want to stay within the same department at UC Davis or you job hop to another department within the campus, but you're using that experience. You're surfacing that level up. And your interview responses are talking about those experiences as opposed to the current entry level role, the jobs that's paying the bills. Does that make sense?